Start recording. Alright, we are live. Very guten. Everybody is here, yes?
Here.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
I don't know, maybe.
I am present.
I'm present. Alright, cool. Alright, so a little recap of last time. You guys, I don't know if I want to turn that off or not. I think I might. You guys, turn this fucker off. There we go. Get this out. So I think I heard some buzzing in the last recording, and it was my fan. And then it sounded like I kept popping my knuckles when really it was just like this little stress thing. It's not like a stress thing, but it's like a thinking. It can be a stress thing, like a little stress ball, and it's clicking. And it sounded like I was popping my knuckles constantly. Anyways, you guys left the library, and you flew to the Midwest Village on Captain Lanthrop von Poe's, Leonardo Lanthrop von Poe's flying ship. He gently kind of hovered above the city, or above the little Midwest Village, and you guys roped down or laddered down, dropped into the area. Dwengar rummaged through his the remains of his house that had been burnt down and retrieved some items from a secret tunnel. You guys went inside.
Secret tunnel.
Secret tunnel. You guys went into the old house that the campaign had first started off in. Unfortunately, we don't have those recorded. But inside you found Dwengar opening up a magical door in the middle of the room, and stepping in was his own personal Mordenkainen's mansion. You guys ate, you arm wrestled, you heard a ghostly tale about some undead children, and Vinbin got an arm. You guys stepped out the next morning, or rather Vinbin did, and he saw a small army of undead and cultists running back inside. He got you guys, Max, and Ragnar, and you guys ran outside to face the attackers head on. Basically slaughtering them through. We're about 3/4 of the way through the fight as of right now, and that's where we'll start off.
Are you sharing your screen?
I'm about to share my screen right now.
So I didn't get a chance to listen to the video, but I've decided that the arm wrestling meant he literally wrestled an arm off somebody.
No.
Please don't cheat.
Yes.
Yes, that's
That is correct. No, that is correct.
That is exactly what happened.
Sorry, Jordan. That's literally what happened.
You
That is
don't
the
know
new
I...
canon.
No, it isn't.
No.
It isn't.
It's the
Keaton,
That's
it
what
isn't.
happened.
There, you guys should be able to see it now, and it should be nice and crispy and nice and a much clearer picture, or at least a little
Looks
bit more,
good.
more of a clear picture, anyways. Let me get back to Falungrim. There we go. Let's see this. Ah, yes, indeed. That has been remedied. Okay, back at the top, I believe. Let's take a look.
I believe it was Max.
Yep, Maximus, you are at the top. You have 9 points of damage against you.
Wondrous.
'Tis you, good sir. Your turn.
My first question, since Ragnar pointed out the Varigul that's flying overhead, since I am like 14 feet tall, would that be in reach for me to swing at? Or is it considerably higher?
I think it'd be just out of reach for you.
Okay, then I'll just move north to move towards the skeleton, and then I'll hold the rest of my movement for the rest of my turn.
Okay, so you move about, what was that, 10 feet? 5 feet?
I think 5.
1, 2.
Oh, okay.
It was 10 feet. Yep, 10 feet. Cool. Alright, so then Ragnar, movement. Would you like me to turn
I'm
this on?
gonna hold my movement.
Hold! Hold! Alright, Vinbin, movement. You are inside of the hero's house, is what I call it. You're inside and you're looking out a couple of double windows.
Is everyone in range of me? Is anyone that's disadvantaged if I shoot?
No, everybody should be in range. Oops, excuse me. Everybody should be. Oh no, you don't want to attack that guy. Everybody should.
You can try.
All right, so the one that's kind of out of your range is gonna be this guy over here. He's not out of range. However, you will get disadvantage on the attack against him, I believe, because you have a short bow, right, which is the range of 60. So he's like 5 outside of your range.
I believe so, yeah.
Okay, yeah. This Varigul, you would add about another 15 feet to him, anyways, up in the air. So he's actually about 50 away from you, but you're still within your range. But yes, everybody is well within your range. However, you do remember that this guy is coming barreling down towards Ragnar, and he is not aware of it.
I'm good. Can I see that one coming at Ragnar?
Yes, yeah. You have full spectrum of the battlefield, as your head's not hanging out the window, but I imagine that you're on the left side, right, and you're looking out the right, and then you like roll down underneath the window, and you're on the right side, and you're looking left. So you kind of just surveyed the area.
Yeah, if I can see him, then I gotta stay where I'm at.
Yeah, because you saw that guy before you actually moved over here, and that's why you were picking off. I think you picked off one that was actually already behind Ragnar that was coming down toward him.
I did, yeah. I think it was in front of him, but I still picked him off. We didn't notice.
Yeah.
So I'm good where I'm at.
All right, cool. So we'll do movement for these guys. That guy's good. 5, 10, 15, 20.
Exactly how I planned it.
The short bow is actually 80 feet.
Oh, is it? Okay, so everybody was within range. I'm just gonna have that guy like flying down at you, so no. He was. Alright, so now everybody is within range of you, Maximus. You are
Within smacking distance?
Yeah, and I believe that you are aware, because Ragnar screamed at you last time, there's a fucking flying undead head coming down at you.
Yes.
So, alright. They have moved, starting off at the top. Maximus, it is your turn, good sir.
Alright, first off, I'm going to slice that bitch out the air.
Yeah, do it. Roll to hit. Has anybody checked stream to see to make sure we're...
Nat 20 on the first roll of the game, boys.
Perfect. Double damage on that motherfucker.
Yeah, fuck this guy. Alright, so that's 34 points of damage.
Perfect. Your Varigul friend right here, yeah, he's fucking toast. I forgot. I thought for some reason he might have had like 35, but no. Alright, so as you move up to the skeleton, the undead warrior, the rest of this whirling cloud of flies and other skeleton move up behind you, seeing the Varigul coming down and knowing that you're baiting him into getting within reach, as if you didn't see him. As it flies down towards your ear, you whip your sword off to the right viciously, and you split it in two, and it goes flying down.
Wonderful.
In separate parts.
Alright, and then I'm going to attack the guy to my right.
Perfect.
A 22.
22 hits.
Alright, and then I'm going to add the Giant's Might damage to this, so that's going to be... Let me roll the other dice. Alright, so that's going to be 15 points of damage.
Awesome. Which one is this? This is number 3. Number 3, let's see if he had any... He did have already some damage against him. So... And you said 15?
15, correct.
Yeah. So as you fucking slash through this one, you see like this ball of like flies that forms like this impression of a head just like get lopped off, and you see them like dissipate and scatter into a black cloud of mist. It is dead.
Alright, and then I'm going to use my bonus action to try to knock the skeleton south of me. I'm going to try to knock it prone.
Okay. Perfect.
It's a strength contest.
Yep.
Good luck. I got a 26.
He's not gonna win it if he gets even. He's gonna get a nat 20 if he wins it, but he's not. He's gonna get a nat 1. So, as you push the skeleton, and you said to the south.
I'm just knocking him prone because you can, with a shove, you can either move him back 5 feet or you can knock him prone. So I'm just trying to like pound him into the ground.
Okay, yeah. So I think when you shove him, they actually go back. They go back.
I'm pretty sure with a shove, it can be one or the other. I don't think it does both.
Let's see here. I think it. Let's see. We can do whatever. Yeah, it is. So you can either choose either or. You can either choose to like slam him down, or you can choose to knock him back. Okay, yeah. So he is now prone.
That's why I took this, is so that I could just beat the shit out of people.
That's fucking awesome. And what else would you like to do?
That will be it for now. I'm gonna stay right where the fuck I am.
All right, Ragnar. Give me a
So I perception check.
Yes. Because at this point, this thing has flapped toward you closer.
16.
16. It got a 2. Okay, yep. So you hear this and this flapping of wings that's fucking like right behind you.
I'll turn around real quick with my hammer.
Okay.
I'm gonna kill it.
Sweet. Roll to hit.
$28.
That hits. Roll for damage.
That's 8 points of radiant damage and 19 points of bludgeoning damage.
All right, awesome. Yeah. So, you hear this coming. You see this drooling undead face, this black ichor pouring out in between the crevices of its rotten teeth, and you throw your hammer up and you slam into it, and you see it smash into it like a old fucking soft watermelon, and it just bursts into
Like a pudding.
Yeah, and it bursts into radiant light and fizzles off into dust. It is dead. What would you like to do next, sir?
I would like to. I'm gonna throw my hammer at the shadowy monstery.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's about 40 feet.
Yeah.
Yep. I would probably say that you don't have a clean shot on him, because it goes partially through the skeleton. If you want to take a step to your south, you can.
I shall indeed take a 5-foot step.
There you go.
Or yeah, I'll definitely get within.
Like right there would be good. So
yeah,
you moved about 2 feet. It's just a side step, if you will. All right, roll to hit.
All right. That is 27.
27 hits. Roll for damage. Should I have battle music in the background?
28 points of bludgeoning damage.
Oh yeah. Let me see. This is 2. He has nothing against him. Perfect. So you throw your hammer and it wisps past this skeleton. And if you would like, you could step back.
I was just gonna say that. I was gonna step back to where I was.
Okay.
And that was a DC 15, I think, with a. I don't know what the damage roll was.
It would be a dex save against him, right?
Yeah.
DC 15 dex save. So he got okay, yeah, he did not pass. So he will take the damage.
Of the attack, or should I roll again like a? different die?
I believe that he you roll a 1d6 or a 1d8, wasn't it that we said? You're supposed to.
I thought it was lower than that
No.
on the return.
No, on the return, I'm pretty sure it's a 1d6 because a 1d4 would be like punching somebody with your fist. It's a 1d6, I believe.
All right,
Wasn't
that's
it?
a 4 on the die face.
Or was it a 1? Yeah, I can't remember exactly. I have it written down somewhere. It was a 4. Okay, so skeleton 2 takes 4 points of damage. Yeah, go ahead and why don't you write on your character sheet right now? Because I have like a plethora of notes. I don't want to go digging for it right now. Just say that it's a 1d6 if they fail a DC 15 dexterity saving throw.
Okay.
Yeah, make sure you have that written down. That way we're not like... Because I'm not going to dig for it right now. So he is skeleton 2. Okay, so his first time. And he got 4 against him. Sweet. So as your hammer smashes into this whirling cloud of flies that makes up like this a strange kind of illusion of this demonic creature, you step back and you hit the back of this skeleton, which takes off a couple of its ribs. Do you have anything else you would like to do, sir?
No. No, I do not. No.
Alright, perfect. Vinbin, it is your turn. What would you like to do? You see this out the window. You see
I thought that guy was dead.
What guy?
The Aelip.
I did not say.
No, I killed the other one.
I did not say
I
the
thought he was
monster
dead.
was dead. No. No, sir.
My turn.
What's up, Vinbin?
Is it my turn?
Yep, it is your turn.
Isn't that skeleton prone?
The skeleton right here is prone. Number 2, is that what you're talking about?
Yeah.
Yep.
I will attack him.
Okay. Go for it.
Jesus Christ, that was a failure. 12.
I believe that your stats right back up there. There you go. 12 hits.
Thank God, I rolled a 2 and a 3.
I think 12 hits. Should hit. Oh, it does not hit.
I rolled a 2 and a 3. I fail that.
Oh, damn. Okay. Yeah, no, it does not hit. So you shoot your arrow and the skeleton like kind of moves around after like the after the hammer had busted out a couple of its ribs on top of it when it was flying back. Your arrow actually goes through the ribs of where it was busted and lands on the ground next to Max. What else would you like to do, good sir?
That is it.
Okay, you got movement to spend. You got a bonus action. Okay.
My bonus action is high, but I'm already no one knows besides stealth. Just stay hidden.
Okay. Cool. Alright, so these guys are going to try to attack you, Max. Nope. That's a 19.
Matches.
Okay. So the skeleton to your south is actually on your flank, if I remember correctly. No, he's not. This guy was on your flank.
The guy behind me should be.
The guy on the north.
Yeah.
Is on your flank, so he'll get another roll. This guy right down here got a 19, which matches, and that guy got a unnatural 20, so both of those will hit. Or this one will hit. So the one behind you, you feel this stab in your back. You'll take 3 points of damage.
Is that already halved, or is it? Do I have it again?
No, we're gonna have it again, so it'll be 1. So you do 10 against you total.
Perfect.
Total, not just in this round right here.
Yeah.
And this guy right here, oops, excuse me. And this guy right here, will go to slash at you. It'll kind of slide off your sword again like it did last time.
Yeah.
No, so for the rule as far as your equipment can take 3 matches before it starts to degrade, I think in this instance we'll give yours 4, just because it's a great sword.
Okay.
And well, I think we'll match
And
up
previously aforementioned reasons.
there. Yeah, and so yeah, so it'll take a couple. It has a couple of nicks on the blade of it and the hilt, and it kind of slides down, and wisps off to the side. The Alip is not going to do anything, so we'll start back up the top with you, Maximus, for your movement.
I'm gonna stay right here.
I imagine so. Ragnar?
Movement. I am going to come to the south a little bit, but I'll move. Yeah, there-ish.
Okay. You want to move over one more, left or right, or?
Go one more to the right.
Sure. Okay.
It's perfect.
Perfect. Vinbin, movement?
I'm good right there.
Okay. This guy's going to come up. This gonna move over. This going to move over. All right, Maximus. We're back at the top.
Big hefty swing on the guy to my right.
Perfect.
Sorry, my Google just freaked the fuck out for some reason. 22.
22 hits. What we got here? Oh, yeah.
All right, and then I'll add the D6 from Giant's Might.
Yep.
17 points of damage.
Okay, awesome. Where the fuck is that? Okay. Let's see here. Oh, yeah. So as you wisp again through this thing, you slash upward, and you see this splattering of black flies, kind of like, but when they hit the ground, they turn into like this weird kind of goopy ichor. The Alip is dead.
And then I'm going to take another wild swing at the skeleton to the north this time.
To the north, perfect.
Yeah.
Go ahead and roll a hit.
Another 22? Jesus.
Yep.
That's 3 consecutive 14s that I've rolled.
Nice.
And that is going to be 18 points of damage.
Awesome. So after swinging out and splashing through this Alip, this black cloud of ichorish flies, you come back and swing through and baseball bat fucking this skeleton all over the dirt.
And then I'm gonna whirl around and I'm gonna yell, "Ragnar is yours!" And I'm gonna shield bash him towards Ragnar.
Okay.
For the bonus action.
Shield bash, I believe, is a
Oh, the shield master shove. So I'm shoving him.
Yeah.
It's a feat that I have.
Right.
And I got a 27
okay.
to the push.
Yeah, he actually got a 19. That's crazy. Okay, so either way, you shove him and he goes 10 feet, doesn't he?
It should only be 5.
Is it 5?
Yeah.
I thought when I had Shield Mastery as Zindred it was 10. Alright, awesome. So you kind of push him over here. You push him back over here. He kind of falters backwards a little bit. Ragnar, your turn.
Just gonna saunter up ever so casually and just start wailing on the skeleton in front of me.
Okay. Roll to hit. With advantage. You're on his flank.
That is 32.
32 does not hit.
Darn.
Roll for damage.
So I got 11 points of radiant damage with 21 points of bludgeoning damage.
Perfecto Patronus. Where's he at? Virgo's dead. Alright, so as you swing through, the radiant light once again smashes it into a dusty golden ethereal smithereens. It is dead. You guys are now out of combat.
May I loot the cultists I murdered?
Sure. Give me a...
I think that was 3 of them.
I know I killed 2.
Give me a perception check, everybody. Everybody.
Dirty 20.
Okay.
14.
17.
Awesome. So, Max, on the ones you kind of loot, you find some kind of older, rusted kind of short swords, a couple of buckler wooden shields that are kind of fractured, and stuff like that. They don't seem to be carrying a whole lot of gold on them. You see they got like 5 or 10 pieces here and there, so giving you a total of 20 gold pieces on the cultists. Ragnar, about the same. You'll find a couple of daggers, a couple of short swords, a club. The Aelips didn't really have anything on them. There's like black ichor that's like soaking into the ground, and you'll find about 12 pieces of gold. Vinbin, when you go out there, you'll find the same thing. You'll retrieve a couple of your arrows, and you'll find about 5 pieces of gold and a used rusty kind of dagger.
I was also going to try to check on the village people if they're even still here or alive, to check on them.
Okay. Which ones are you talking about?
It's the village people that I remember from when I first came to the village, like the
Yes.
herbalists and all them.
Yes, absolutely. Well, I believe when you guys left, the only person that was left at this village was Myra Greenleaf. Alright. Maximus and Ragnar, Vimmin kind of hops out the window and he starts walking after you guys do all your stuff. He starts walking past. What are you two doing?
Well, that was fun. Let's go. I'll fetch you a drink. The small one will return.
I'll just walk up to Ragnar. I'll pat him on the back, and I'll relax so that all my shit goes back to normal.
Okay. Awesome.
It was good fighting alongside you again, brother.
Agreed. Forgive my candor. What is all that shit?
All that shit is how I survived the abyss.
You're like a were-demon?
Sure! That's
All right.
a pretty apt way to put it, I guess. I suppose, consuming copious amounts of, blood and flesh of demons.
Well, yeah, no shit.
Kinda fucks you up a little
I'm surprised
bit.
you weren't more fucked up. I'm surprised you're not more fucked up right now.
My will is my strongest weapon, Ragnar.
That's your wiener, Max.
That too, yeah.
All right, awesome.
Anyway, let's go see if our friends are awake yet. They missed quite the battle.
Fuck? Did you see that?
I didn't see anything, no.
It looked like it went back to the battle screen for a sec with all those enemies there. Like, oh, fuck.
Round 2, let's go!
Round 2, fight! Keroessa and Cheshire, you guys both kind of come out of the house after you guys hear all the commotion and stuff like that. You guys didn't really hear a whole lot. You had woken up inside of a lavish mansion. You went outside because Dwengar had kind of been like, yeah, your friends are fighting out there. And you both kind of ran outside the mansion. The mansion door opens up into the little house that you just came running out of right now. And you see Ragnar and Maximus standing there while Vinbin is opening the door to a house across the way and walking in.
You also stepped over a bisected corpse. That is a very important detail.
Yes.
Very nice.
Just inside the doorway, there is a headless cultist on the ground. The door wide open.
It looks like I missed the fun.
Good morning, sleepyheads. How you feeling today?
I want to nudge the corpse with my toe. It seems you've had a productive morning.
Morning workout's always good. I'm just kind of like doing like shoulder circles.
Killing. That's fun.
In the temple, we did calisthenics.
Well, you know, I think I cut out. Everybody has their own regimen.
The throes of battle rarely wait for the prepared.
Sometimes it's best to charge straight in.
That's what she said.
I know what I said. Anyway, yeah, I don't know what these guys were doing here. We woke up and there were just a bunch of angry people outside. And one of them told me that I had to prepare to die, right before I cleaved his head off. So, you know, I think he was a little bit overconfident.
Do you think our host would know who these people are or why they were here?
Well,
That is a
same
great
old
question.
cultist.
I have no clue who these people are. Dwengar kind of steps out and I think I know it looks ominous with the necromancer thing, but
It looks incredibly ominous.
But that's his photo that I use. So, so yeah, you see him kind of step out of the house, like, good work, wow, you guys really did some, yeah, hey, you're hired because it looks like you guys. Well, I think I need more than just you, Max, but you're big and scary, and you pack a hard punch. So yeah, looks good.
Ragnar packs a harder punch, but I told you that back at the library.
It's true.
I may look big and scary, but he's the real muscle.
Okay. Yeah, but I have no clue who these people are. He kind of like lifts up a couple of hoods from the cultists that were on the ground that were not decapitated.
Huh. Well, they could be angry at us for any number of reasons. I mean...
Can I do like a history check to see if like anything from the monastery would give me a clue about like who they might be cultists of?
Sure. Give me an investigation check. See if you can't find anything on them.
See, my first thought was that maybe the Big A was a little mad about the little prison break I had, but, Or maybe the devil I killed had some followers.
Possibly that. 17.
17, okay, you kind of rummage through and you kind of lift up, you look behind their ears and like see if you can find any tattoos or any markings or any signets like these rings or amulets or anything. You don't really find anything like that. However, on all of the cultists, you do find, after you find it on one, on the very lower part palm of their hand, you see a symbol of Orcus.
It seems like it's our old friend, and I relay this to the rest of the team who it should be for.
Well,
Huh.
Mulgradul.
So it's not my fault this time.
Everybody give me a perception check. Vinbin, you included. This is under
Nat 1.
Nat 1.
Unnatural 20.
Nice.
Got a 14.
9.
All right. 18.
18. Awesome. All right, cool. So the only one that passes is Vinbin. Vinbin, as you open the door, off to the side, you see what you think is a woman that disappears into the tree line.
I stop for a second and yell that to the group of like where I saw her. I was like, fucking some lady disappeared in the woods over there.
What did he say? Did anyone hear what he said? I didn't.
He said something about a woman.
Why is it always a woman with you people?
I don't know, man. I'm confused the same way you are. Should we go check it out? Make sure he's not killing himself or something? Last time he disappeared, he came back with an arm. Maybe we should go make sure he's okay.
I'll start heading with another eye.
That's true. Maybe he gets an eye out of this. I don't know. I still think we should, check it out, maybe. Dwengar, I'll be back.
Yeah, okay.
Want to go to Vinbin?
Yeah, I'll start heading over.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll start heading over too.
And as they come over, it's like, why heading over to me? I told you over there is where this lady was. I'm checking on someone.
I don't think we were close enough to see where you were pointing, though.
Yeah, you're like half a city block away, my guy.
Yeah, fuck you.
You've got small arms. Small, noodly arms.
Hey, don't
He has
fucking
one
talk
arm.
about small.
This motherfucker only has one arm, and he was pointing to like a female.
I have 2 arms.
No, he has 2 arms
Cheshire,
now.
I have 2 arms.
Can you even
Like,
see,
you can't
asshole?
see this motherfucker with his noodly limb one arm.
That is true. He does
Cheshire,
only have
I
one
have
eye.
2
Perhaps
arms.
he's seeing things.
So he does actually have 2 arms now, Cheshire.
Do you even see now, little nut boy?
I can apparently see better than you.
You're not little nut boy.
No, that's Cheshire's little nut boy.
Yeah, I don't know about that. I think they're both
I'm
little nut boy.
chestnuts. No, I'm chestnuts, boy.
I think they're both little nut boy.
I lead this conversation. I tell them where the figure I saw. I'm like, I'm gonna go check on someone. You go check that shit out. I'll be there in a
you could
second.
go
What are the
away.
chan-
You
what are
could
the
go away. We're
chances-
still trying to figure out if this one can see or not.
Okay, Vimbin goes inside and he shuts the door.
What are the odds that the person he's looking for is exactly the person that he just pointed at and then walked away from?
I don't know. That'd be too literary. That'd be too divisive.
I feel like that
for
would
the
make a lot of
story.
sense for Vinbin, though. I don't know. We just got attacked. I don't know if I really want to just wander into the forest to find some specter that he pointed at. Keep in mind, this guy sees ghosts.
Want to kill it?
I mean, not in the tree line. That's not advantageous.
Who cares? It's a fight. It's fun. Who cares anyway?
Do you realize that the first 150 years of my life were spent worshipping the goddess of victory? Battle tactics are kind of my thing.
You don't do that no more, though.
That doesn't mean that I'm suicidal.
That doesn't mean I'm suicidal.
So, I mean, we could totally wait and see what it is. If
Are
they're
you guys
hiding,
gonna go fucking check that out or what? You hear like Dwengar like all the way over there yelling.
Alright, after confirming where Vinbin pointed, I'm gonna go see if I can scout anything.
I'll follow Keroessa
follow.
discussing the ramifications of fighting in the forest versus in the
Just listening to Max.
Okay, cool. So you guys go over to the forest. Everybody give me a survival check.
I'm actually good at this. Non-natural 20.
Perfect.
I got a 14 again.
I got a 18.
Okay.
15.
15. Okay, awesome. So 15 and higher, you guys notice some footprints or some leaves and some sticks and stuff that have been broken. However, you guys followed in for about 5 minutes or so while you guys were sitting there bickering, and then the trail goes dead.
Well, ghosts don't leave footprints, last I checked, so at least it's not a specter.
Little scared of ghosts over here, huh?
I'm scared of things that are incorporeal and that I can't hit hard.
While you guys are out there, Vinbin, we're gonna get you in here. Alright. So Vinbin, you enter the house. You notice what you see right here. Partial of the floorboards and stuff like that are uprooted, and it looks like it's been on purpose. Cut out and then kind of withered down a little bit, and then there's just black soil underneath with a bunch of dead plants. You do remember, however, that Myra Greenleaf was an aspiring alchemist. But once you enter the home, it looks as though there's plenty of cobwebs, there's dust, nothing has been touched, there's some food that has been rotted and dried up. However, you haven't returned to this place, I believe, in probably a little over a month. But things are relatively undisturbed here, but no sign of Myra.
I'm gonna look around to see if there's any books open of like journals she left or like any potions or herbs that I can use to make some poison or whatever I need.
Sure. Give me an investigation check.
That is a 3, that sucks ass.
Okay. You go through the actual library of the book. You step around the rat that's right there. I have rats in here? Oh, I do. I don't remember. When I made this map, I don't remember actually putting... There's another rat right there, yeah. You don't... Sorry. Squirrel. Rat. So you look through the shelves. You don't really find anything. Nothing kind of stands out to you. However, the obvious. Next to a cup, there is a book. On the shelf, it's her own kind of journal of stuff. There's only probably about 6 pages full or so. But the page that's opened on right there has some blood drops on it. And when you read it, in common, it's just a potion of weak healing. You see
Take the book
Okay.
and just like go find the rest of the group and just like figure out, read it later on, see what happened.
Okay, cool. You close the blood driplet page on the weak healing, and you exit the home. Alright, so you exit outside. You guys are still down here. What's your guys' next move? You guys are in the forest. You come outside, you don't see them. Are you heading back to Dwengar?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Vinbin, are you heading back to Dwengar as well?
I would head back with the group.
Okay. You're a little bit ahead of the group. The group comes marching back. And then we'll move you guys all into the house. You guys can have a round table talk. Maybe, I don't know.
Hell yeah.
Alright, sweet. So you guys go inside the house. Let me get out. I should just make him a thing, but like meh. Alright, Dwengar's kind of sitting at the table. He's kind of picking his teeth. His mansion's gone. You guys come inside the house. What are you guys doing?
I'll sit down.
Okay.
I'll sit with Dwengar.
Okay. Cheshire, what are you doing?
I'll sit down.
Okay. Max?
I'll sit.
Can I see? Am I still blind?
Yes, you're still blind.
Okay, cool. Someone has to like lead me to the table and...
No, you're not blind. You're not blind.
I'll stand behind Ragnar.
It wore off. Okay, you're just behind him.
Well, I mean, like, I'll stand at the table. I'll just stand
right behind
like,
him
next
with your hands on his shoulders.
Yeah, massaging gently.
Yeah.
No, thank you.
Too late. You cannot stop this. It's happening.
Vinben, are you just kind of leaning against the wall over here? What are you doing?
Yeah, just leaning against the wall, just like I'm here hearing, but I'm just out of the way.
Sure. So, what news you bring of the mysterious woman?
We didn't see shit.
Do I have a picture for Dwengar? I don't have a picture for Dwengar.
We tracked her for a little bit, and then she just vanished into the forest, so...
Oh.
Suppose it's a bridge we'll cross when it, presents itself, or whatever the saying is.
Cool. Everybody give me a perception check.
19.
15.
10.
I got a 15.
Okay. Where you at, Ragnar? Cheshire? Max? Vinbin? And then homeboy is right here. Alright, so for my 18 and hires, You feel something in the room. You feel like something fidgets out of the corner of your eye.
Dwengar, is there a possibility that we're not alone in here?
Keroessa, you realize, as you look around, all of your companions are frozen in time. Not one person is moving until you see something shift out of the corner of your eye.
Okay, I want to turn to it then.
Okay. So you kind of get up and you kind of turn to it a little bit and you see what's going on. What the fuck is it? A clanking of glass rattles like chains. As you turn and look in the direction of the movement, you see a hunched creature, green-skinned, with mossy and swamp-like veins growing about its body. I'm going to put a picture in. Let me see if I can't put a picture in. There we go. Open. There you go. There's the picture right there in Falungrim chat.
Ew.
Gross.
Its head wide and oval like an egg, shoulder-length, blonde-white hair outlines the back of the creature's head just behind the ears. The bald head runs down to meet fist-sized bulbous eyes protruding from the eye sockets. A wide grin, with spaced yellow teeth. Its toad-like skin glistens as it takes a hunched step forward, its eyes fixated with its statue-like smile. It is holding a cross-like staff, and from it hang shards of a mirror, or glass, which clank together as they sway. Give me another perception check, Keroessa.
That's a 19.
19. Awesome. Behind you, you turn and you see something step toward you again. As you turn, you see another hunched creature, this one taller, but draped in black with a wide dress that seems to be held outward by fixed wires on the inside, making it a round tent-like structure from its hips down. Let me get out a picture for you guys again. This one is creepy, super creepy. A black cloak draped over its shoulders, a black scarf wrapped around its head, and a draped black mask across its nose. The arms are cold gray, and it seems to hover rather than walk. My, how you've grown. The green one spits, kind of sidestepping you slowly, looking directly into your eyes. She has grown, hasn't she, sister? What a gift you would have made. The one draped in black kind of looks you up and down. Her head fidgets, almost like a bird that can't sit still. At this point, they're actually fairly close to you.
I want to take, I guess, slow steps away from the rest of the party.
Okay.
Maybe up into the more northeastern, just in case.
Alright, they kind of follow, but they keep their distance. They're really kind of looking at you like a tailor looks at, clothes, or like somebody who's inspecting somebody. So then you hear another voice behind you. Now, sisters, you scaring the poor thing. You look behind you again, and you see a withered old woman, her blue eyeshadow caked on, and chalky round red circles on each one of her cheeks. Her wrinkled grayish-yellow skin looks as though it should crack at her tilted smile, though it's leathery all the same. Her gown overflows with a pale white apron, maroon overdress, and a navy blue underdress. Her maroon bonnet matting down tightly pulled smoky gray hair into short pigtails. Her hands are clasped together on her lap and leaning in slightly as if she's talking to a small child. She is also sitting upon a poorly painted rocking horse. Let's see if I can't find her here really quick. There she is. Yep, one open. This is the third one. She kind of approaches right behind you. She's actually the closest. The other ones kind of stand off a little bit.
Good. I hope she puts up a fight.
The green one kind of cackles. You see the maroon-dressed witch kind of frown.
Pavlona, we're not going to fight, are we, dear? Listen to Scapatha, Pavlona, or she'll need to teach you a lesson again. Shut your mouth, Mince Adeline. Shh. Enough.
You see a slight pulse emanate from the maroon, the white aproned lady that warps the room just slightly, and the other two hags kind of flinch, and she kind of like leans over and looks down at you a little bit, and she's like,
I'm here to take you home, sweetie. I've missed you so much. How you've grown, my sweet, sweet princess.
I'm afraid I'm not sure how we've met before.
Oh, we haven't met. I'm so sorry. I'm your mother.
You'll pardon,
I know, dear, I know it's quite the shock. But I'm here to take you back to Prismere. You do know of Prismere, don't you, love?
give me a history check.
That is a 21.
Alright, so based off of your readings when you were at the monastery and throughout your adventures, you know that Prismere is actually it is a place in the Feywild away from the Feywild, in a sense. It is a place within a place. And that's about all you know, but you do know that it is predominantly the land of the Fey in a kind of a secret area.
And that's where home is.
Yes, that's where home is. My, have you grown. You would have made such a great, well, bygones is bygones, isn't it, dearie? Oh, enough of it. Can we get on with this, then? Look at her.
The green one kind of comes up and sniffs and kind of like lifts off your clothing a little bit, like kind of pinces it and like lets it go.
What's this? She's wearing a garb of some sorts. I think she's a monk.
Yes, abandoned children do tend to go to monasteries.
Dear, I didn't abandon you. You were stolen. Stolen away by,
and she kind of spits,
sister. Igweave. Curse her.
Igweave.
Yes, dear. She's not really our sister.
And the green one kind of spits.
Mother just adopted her. Yes, Mother adopted her. But she is very powerful. You don't speak of Igweave again, Adeline. She's not powerful. She's got demons on her side.
The floor of the room.
And you don't have demons on your side? I want to like touch my horn at that comment.
We don't have the kinds of demons she goes in league with. They're awful. Absolutely awful.
Can I also look to see, like, is the rest of the party, do they look distressed when they're frozen, or is it just
No.
Still just frozen in time.
Nope, they're just frozen in time. They're just sitting there. Max was in the middle of saying something, so his mouth is open, and it's kind of like a finger holding up. And it looks like he's kind of looking around the room. Dwengar is just kind of picking his nose. Cheshire is kind of looking out of the corner of his eye. Vinbin is reaching for his daggers. Ragnar has his hand on his hammer, and he's looking the opposite way of Max.
Okay.
The floor of the room begins to get covered in a gray smoke. The three women look at it nervously. You see Bavlorna's bulbous eyes twitch back and forth, rapidly looking for something around her before she turns and melds into a void and disappears. Ah! So she kind of bounces out. Turning back, you notice that Edelyn kind of does the same thing. You see her wisp away, and then like a black void opens up. At the same time, Scapha's smile has faded now, and she stares at you with a fiery detest, snarling. Ugh. She hops in the air and out and on the old children's rocking horse, kind of starts flying away up towards the ceiling. No matter, dearie, we will fetch your chaperones. Grasping it, she yanks the head away and turns and flies into the wall, disappearing. The smoke kind of furls up, and it forms into a person. It seems to kind of reverse in a flowing manner. Like it seemed to be flowing outward, and now it's flowing back in into a suddenly visible cauldron. The rest of the smoke melds into a person, a woman with beautiful straight black hair. She is tall and poised, a tattoo marking under her right eye of what looks like a pitchfork, or a symbol that slightly resembles one. Let me see if I can't get the picture up for you guys. I don't know if I have one over on the other. I do. Right there. Okay. There she is. I don't know if you guys can see that very well. Her pale skin makes her purple irises almost glow as she stares at you curiously before stepping out of the rapidly shrinking cauldron and then floats up to latch on the side of her belt loop, no bigger than a potion. She reaches back and puts her staff in the tiny cauldron, and as she does so, the staff shrinks into a pestle and fits perfectly. Dealings with hags will have your horns missing, you know.
Pardon me, and I bow. I was like, may I ask who my rescuer is?
I have many names, but you can call me Igweave or Tasha.
Thank you, Miss Tasha. I was not expecting, apparently, a family reunion of sorts.
Indeed. What did they say? She kind of starts walking around the room. She doesn't seem to, like, feel threatened or anything, but she kind of eyes you at the corner of her eye every now and again. She kind of walks past Max and kind of, like, brushes her finger across his shoulder blades and then, like, fluffs Ragnar's hair and does the same as she kind of walks around. Stops at Cheshire and kind of looks and, like, adjusts his collar, which everything seems to move while she does it. Walks over to Vinbin and kind of looks down and pulls his hood back a little bit and then comes back up and sits in front of you.
They told me that one of them was my mother and that you stole me away.
No, those three hags, I guess you could call them my sisters. They are what there's called the Hourglass Coven. And I did not steal you away. Your grandmother, Baba Yaga, my mother, took you away and placed you in a safe place, unknown to me or my sisters.
I kind of nod. So if that one wasn't my mother, who is?
And she kind of looks at you sincerely. Give me an insight check.
That is a 15.
Perfect. 15 passes. You kind of look at her, and her disposition changes slightly, but it's just enough for you to notice. You see her eyes go a little bit more gentle, and she says, "I am your mother, dear. There is no possible way that wretch could ever be your mother." She almost kind of seems
She
offended
did look
by
past childbearing age.
it. Very much so. She kind of chuckles a little bit. Though it is true I am the adoptive daughter of Baba Yaga, but I am the most powerful. Your father, as I'm sure the question may arise, is the demon lord of pleasure.
I knew that, by the way. I fucking called it.
Huh.
Mm-hmm.
Tell me, they wanted to take me with them. Do you know why?
I do, unfortunately. I was pregnant with you. I bore many children to visit in his realm, though I was his prisoner. I escaped with you in my womb, but I was very, very weak. They attempted to sacrifice you, Keroessa, to the Abyssal Lord of the Undeath, Orcus, which I'm sure by this point you are very familiar with, along with a bountiful cauldron of other souls. Their ritual to snatch you from the womb was foiled by your grandmother, Baba Yaga. She sprinkled daisy petals in the cauldron without them seeing it. However, the souls did not go to Orcus, but needed a place nonetheless, and latched onto your soul. Yes, dear, you have your own soul, but you are many. That demon blood in you, I suppose. The souls belong to Orcus, you see, and the Hourglass Coven was determined to deliver them, seeking great favor from the demon lord. All the lords of the abyss, they choose Orcus. Pitiful old crones. She kind of like sprinkles something between her fingers and kind of looks down at it through her nose. However, your grandmother would take you far from Prismeer. You would grow up living a boring life in this boring realm, but safely hidden, I suppose. That is until now, of course.
Yes, things have not been boring, and I'd like to cast my eyes towards, like, the rest of the team.
I see you keep good company. She kind of walks back over there again and kind of eyes them, looking back and forth. That one reeks of demon blood, while she points at Max. And that one has the stench of innocent death on him, and she points at Ragnar. The one that hides is the heir of the murderous thief. And she kind of looks back at Vinvin. But the others, well, they are what they are, aren't they? I know Dwengar. He tries to avoid me every time we come across each other. Doesn't know I can smell him, I suppose.
Do you think he is friend or foe?
Dwengar does what Dwengar does as he pleases. I think at this moment he probably is friend. He's not had any dealings with the undead as far as I know. Not really his style. The undead aren't really negotiators. Dwengar is a businessman. She walks over to you and puts her hand in your pocket and pulls out this jagged looking stone. And it's kind of purple. And she holds up in front of her face. There's an orc in here. Lucky he is too, or I'd take him to the depths of Jublix's realm and let the goo eat him slowly for thousands of years. She puts the stone back in your pocket.
Is this the first time I've noticed that pocket stone?
Yep. don't you give me
I suppose.
Give me a history check.
That's an 8.
An 8? Okay, you vaguely remember something about this stone. Something is very familiar about this stone. You think you've seen it before.
Well, Mother, this family reunion has been giving me quite a lot to think about.
I'm sure it has.
Is there a way that I can contact you besides frozen time?
No. No, there's not. I suppose, if you wish, you can send me a message. And she kind of pulls out this tiny little marble-sized purple gem, completely spherical and smooth, and she kind of holds it up in her hand and it floats over to you.
I don't want to reach out and take it.
Okay. As you take it, she says, "This here. If you intend to contact me, you must swallow this gem, and I will come as quickly as I can. However, it won't be. It may not be immediately, as I have other things to do, or I might be in a demon realm. One is to say, at the moment."
That would keep one busy.
Indeed. You don't cast any magic, really, do you?
Only what my key enables. And a few things I picked up from kind of like tap my chest. Apparently one of the souls in here.
Indeed. Yes, I suppose that there are very many souls in there. If you have any more questions, however, I suppose you could always contact me, although the gem will come back out once you're done.
How should we proceed to fight Orcus, Morgardul? Is there any advice that you would give on that front?
Find the Lich's phylactery and destroy it, I suppose. I don't believe I'm too concerned with the dealings of Falungrim, but I suppose you are my concern. Find the Lich's phylactery and destroy it, of course. She kind of looks at you as if, like, you should know this by now, but then it quickly dismisses it.
Well, I was kind of hoping it would be something a little bit more in depth on the phylactery. Belated. We'll consider that a belated birthday for multiple years. And I want to bow deeply again.
She kind of stops at that remark, and she seems slightly taken back by it. And then, let's see. Okay, yeah. And then she kind of, as she, like, you kind of see her jaw tense a little bit, and her eyes narrow kind of at you, but just as quickly as they come, it kind of dissipates. And then she, like, kind of looks away from you, and she's like, I will be seeing you later, I suppose, my daughter.
Apologies. Think of that as some teenage rebellion.
She kind of just looks back at you a little bit more and kind of dismisses it. I suppose there are a few things that we both must get used to. You get the feeling that she's not really a caretaker, despite the fact that you know that you have brothers and sisters in the Abyss, from her stating that she gave birth to several different children down in Grizzit's lair. However, you don't think she stuck around long enough to harbor any sort of nurturing or anything else like that. She's more used to people obeying rather than it being a relationship on equal terms.
I thank you again, and hopefully next time we meet it won't be at the summoning of some hags.
Vile women, and so ridiculously stupid. And she kind of chuckles and she kind of says, I see that you have your grandmother's mortar and pestle.
I do. I'm still learning how to use it.
Floats off of you, and she kind of holds it up a little bit, and yes, there's a crack in it. I wonder if that's why she left it behind. It still works though, I suppose, eh? And she kind of floats back to you.
Is there a way I can repair the crack?
Oh, most certainly. I have a smithing station, I guess you could say, in Prismere. In the Palace of the Heart's Desire. Perhaps you should come by and I can show you around Prismere one of these days.
It seems like eventually that will be a place I go. And I want to kind of look at where the others disappeared to, the hags. Seems like there might be some unfinished business there.
Oh yes, I'm sure they went back to yon. We will be going to hither and thither. I don't really concern myself with the Hourglass Coven. I have crushed them many times, though. They do seem to come back, don't they? Can't quite kill them off. You know, you could leave all of this business behind. Falungrim and this realm, Faerun is fun, but there's so much more. If you wish to leave, we can just go to the Palace of the Heart's Desire now.
Unfortunately, I have committed to seeing this task through. As soon as this is over, though, I would like to maybe find my origins.
As you wish. She kind of shrugs, kind of very blasé, very unimpressed, and I suppose the monastery has rubbed off on you quite well. It's not exactly a bad feat, nor is it really good, I suppose, depending. Well, child, I guess I will get back to Prismere. I'm sure my sisters are up to no good. To make sure that they don't go to the palace, of course. Now that they know that I am here.
Thank you again, Tasha.
Indeed. You can call me Mother if you like, if it feels familiar to you. Or you can call me Igweave or Tasha. Whatever meets your fancy, as though I could see that you really owe me nothing. I do want to state, however, that you were taken from me, and I did not know where you were placed. If it's any condolences to any feelings you might have toward me.
I just didn't want to impose maternal feelings on you if that's not what you had.
Of course, I understand. I do wish to strengthen our relationship, as you are the most well-behaved out of all the children, and I do believe that you have quite a lot of potential.
We will meet again. And I want to kind of like bow deeply.
And as you bow and come back up, you return to the home that you were in. The darkness fades away. Everybody is back to Max finishes his sentence. Ragnar has his hand on his hammer, Vinbin on his knife. Cheshire is also looking around. Where is... you were right there. There we go. Yes. In a blink of an eye, Max, you feel something strafe across your back. Ragnar, you feel something kind of rummage their fingers through your hair slightly. Cheshire, you feel someone adjust the collar of your cloak. And Vinbin, your hood pulls back slightly.
I pull my hood back up.
Okay.
Were you sitting down, Keroessa?
Yeah, how did you get over there so
got
quick?
all the way over there.
I guess I'm gonna kind of like walk over. I'm gonna look at Dwengar. Did you notice anything just now?
Guess that's a no.
Did I lose you guys? She was talking. Oh, I thought you said Ragnar. I apologize. Did you say Dwengar or Ragnar?
I said Dwengar.
Oh, okay. Yeah, something. I don't know. I kind of feel fidgety. Yeah. I'm really. Maybe I'll go back to my mansion. Yeah, something's not. Why do you ask? He kind of looks at you curiously.
Just, this was your house. It seemed like you might have been noticed what all the different things were. You should rest.
No, this isn't my house. My house is I use the mansion. This house was somebody else's house. Mine burnt down to the north of this place.
Does he look like he's about to take off, or is he still just hanging out?
He looks very fidgety, yes. But he's like, his eyes can't seem to find what they're looking for, if that makes sense.
Can I roll insight on Dwengar?
Sure.
See if he's lying.
Sure. And do you guys just not react to feeling something brush through your hair and on your back and everything? You guys are like, oh, fuck it, whatever. Not a big deal.
Well, I acknowledge that it's weird. I was waiting for other stuff to happen.
Yeah, I was gonna do the same. I was just gonna look at Ragnar and go, I swear that wasn't me.
Your first question is like, hey, Wessa, why are you over there? As you feel something brush up against your back and through your hair? Okay.
Well, to us, she just fucking teleported across the room.
I do have to mention door. I do that sometimes.
Yeah, but I feel like we would have seen you do it, and also there is no reason for you to have done it, so I wouldn't have assumed that firsthand.
I'm also very fast.
I was also mid-word, so it was like, in the span of time it took me to finish the sentence, Dwengar, is there at... You were across the room suddenly.
Yes. What was your insight check?
16.
16? Yeah, you can see, as you look around, you can see that he's kind of visibly more alert.
Dwengar, what happened?
What do you mean, what happened?
You're all fidgety as shit. You look like you've seen a ghost.
I'm not fidgety, you're fidgety.
Come on, we're all friends here. You could tell us.
Nothing's going on here. Nope.
You're a liar. I don't believe it. Come on.
Give me a persuasion check.
14?
Yeah, no, nothing. I don't know what you're talking about, but I think that maybe I gotta go to the bathroom. So yeah, I'm gonna go outside and go to the bathroom. And you see him kind of slowly look around, and then he kind of trips over something, and then you guys hear like kind of like a knock or something off to the side. And he kind of like he darts his head over to the right really quick, and then kind of goes around and then comes out this way.
All right, after he leaves, it's like I want to like put my hands on the table. It's like I have to tell you guys, and then I want to relate what just happened.
Okay, awesome. So you put your hands on the table and you tell them everything that happened, your encounter with the Hourglass Coven, and all of them, and then Igweave, otherwise Tasha, and how she's your mother, and all this weird shit, and how she's kind of pompous and poised and demanding, but whatever else, and the whole thing about Prismere and everything. So you guys are all filled in about what's going on with that.
I wanted to wait till Dwengar was gone because it doesn't seem like he gets along with Tasha, and I figured the familial history wouldn't go over well.
Well, I'm sorry, did you say that your dad was the Demon Lord of Pleasure? Out of all of the demons that it could have been, it had to be that guy?
Just kind of like shrug awkwardly. It's like, to be fair, Max, I did not have a say in it.
That guy sucks.
I imagine he sucks ass swallows if he's a Demon Lord of Pleasure.
I hear he's really terrible at parties, like awful entertainment. If you're not going there to bang, those parties are awful. I mean, I don't know. I've never been invited to a demon party, but
it's okay, Max.
That's protest too much.
You can stop now.
I'm just saying, you could have had a cooler dad.
I'm sorry. Who's your dad?
Not the Demon Lord of Pleasure, that's for goddamn sure.
Well, that's pretty cool to have a demon for a dad anyway, so I think she's got something on you either way. She has a
we knew there was going to be a demon somewhere in there. And
did you also not just tell us that he kept your mother prisoner? I'm sorry, but I don't think dad's keeping mom's prisoner is a very cool guy thing to do.
Mom kept dad prisoner too. Okay,
Ragnar,
they both kept each other prisoner. I don't know.
There's zero history check on that.
I know. Sorry.
I'm just saying your dad sounds kind of lame.
It's my favorite show.
I just want to let everybody know that that Matthew, while I was on vacation, actually Marco Polo'd me this entire scenario about he figured it out. He was like, hey, so wait, because he thought that that Tasha was your mother, and if Tasha was your mother, then your father was actually the Demon Lord of Pleasure, and he gave me this whole scenario, which I thought was pretty good. I was very, very impressed by it.
Good job, Matt.
Yeah, I was pretty blown away that you just randomly put those pieces together.
Same. I'm just sitting at work and I'm thinking, wait a minute, what is a tiefling but a human and a demon?
Right.
Okay. And then I did some thinking, and cool, yeah, I called the fuck out of that.
Good for you, man. I never would have put that shit together.
No, he did, totally.
Buy more D&D books, bitch.
Well, and Keroessa is going to have an existential crisis about it later when the rest of the party's not looking.
Dude, the
I'll
only
straight
reason
up fight
is
your dad.
Fucking Tasha's Cauldron of Everything and fucking The Wild and the Witchlight. Like, I know all the references.
And you were
I know
reading
about
those?
that coven. Yes!
I have both of those books, I just haven't read too far into them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
because isn't Wild Bill on the Witchlight like a campaign thing?
It is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I don't read any of the campaign modules because I knew Zach was thinking about doing them in the future.
Yeah.
So I have a bunch of unread books sitting under my like I have a bunch of unread books just sitting under my under my bed because I didn't want to like ruin them for me.
Yeah.
Hey guys,
I
probably have to leave soon because I have to go to work.
All right, bro. Cool. Cool.
Anyway, well, that's a pretty colorful family history you've got there. My parents were not
Keroessa,
powerful.
congratulations.
Yeah.
You found out who your parents were for all it's worth. Good for you.
Yeah, that's a big step forward.
I suppose the more important thing is that I was about to get kidnapped and that Orcus might want all the souls up in my meat suit.
Huh.
Yep.
Yeah, I suppose that is also a problem. Is that perhaps why these cultists attacked? They thought that was going to stop you? Like, Ragnar, Vinbin, and I aside, I'm pretty sure you could have taken that entire platoon by yourself. Kind of a pedestrian effort from them, if you ask me.
Witches do be tricky, though.
Okay, don't be talking shit about the encounters this far into the game, okay?
I already talked to Zach about this earlier.
He did.
This is Max's thoughts.
Okay.
Should we bring Dwengar into this? Should we let him know what happened?
Well, I've got some questions for Dwengar. He did say he can get cool shit, so I'd like to talk to him about getting cool shit. Specifically more, I don't know, like a war horn or something. I feel like it would be good if we could signal each other from a distance. On the off chance that we get separated. Kind of like, Vinbin likes to wander a little bit, and maybe if we move on, I want to let him know that, we're going somewhere, and that it's time to come back, or...
How many of us still have listening stones? I know I have one, and I'm pretty sure that Vinbin has one.
I do have one.
You have a listening stone? Where the fuck did you get that?
We go places. We know people.
The gift captain gifted them to us.
Okay, thank you, Keroessa, for not hiding things from me.
It was a gift.
You never asked.
I literally just asked 4 seconds ago.
Yeah, you just asked, but you never asked before.
Yes, and then he gave me a vague answer.
Times. I just sneezed like 12 times. You got them from Captain Poe.
Ragnar likes his secrets.
So does Vinbin. Vinbin has an arm now.
Somebody say secrets? Secrets don't make friends.
Dwengar, my man.
Hey.
Hi.
Did you take a sec? Are you okay now?
I'm good. What? I had to go to the bathroom. It's not a big deal. Everybody goes to the bathroom. Anyways, I'm gonna
I haven't gone to the bathroom in 4 years.
Wow, you must a lot of cheese. So I'm gonna go into my mansion. You guys are more than welcome to come in, but I'm gonna be in here. I'm just gonna relax for the day. I've been super stressed lately. Yeah. And he kind of disappears into this mansion.
I'll follow him.
Okay.
Wait, you guys didn't answer. Do we tell him? Do we not tell him? Okay.
Oh.
I'm sorry, I forgot to answer your question.
Before you went in the door. And what, Binbin, Keroessa, Cheshire, what are you guys doing?
I'll follow.
Follow.
I will follow as well.
Okay, cool. Alright, so you guys go inside the mansion. Once again, it's this lavish mansion. It's got like, red velvety everything. It's got golden outline, huge tables with food, lots of bustling servants and so on and so forth going back and forth. Dwengar's kind of sitting at a table eating at his the lavish hall and decorations of red velvet and couches and pillows and gold trim and the large golden table he's sitting at. Everybody give me a perception check.
21.
Okay.
15.
14.
11.
Perfect. So you notice that for my 17s and above, you guys notice that Dwengar is considerably more relaxed inside the mansion. He seems as if he's not even the same person that day. Oh yeah, come sit down, come have some food. Yeah, we're awesome. Just kind of chilling. His demeanor has completely changed. Why don't we go ahead and take a bio break really quick, and then we'll come back here in about like 4:06, and we'll continue.
I'll see you guys next session because I work at 6.
Perfect.
All right, buddy. Have a good shift.
Yep.
Have a good one.
Have a good one.
We'll see you, Vinbin.
All right. See you back in a few minutes.
Yep. See you guys. Take a bio break. We'll come back and we'll meet back here.
Sweet.
I return.
Back.
Yeah.
Wow.
I also be back.
Good sounds.
I agree, honestly.
And again, I kind of don't want to like listen to the last video just because I like the idea of Bin winning an arm through arm wrestling.
That was absolutely what happened, yes.
It's better. It's better for the flow of things. My own personal headcanon.
Well, yeah, definitely. Headcanon is better than actual canon in some instances. I don't have an example to follow up with.
I mean, there's plenty.
Alright, I am back. I'm gonna leave the fan going though because it's hotter than balls in my room, so.
You clean your room, young man.
You clean your goddamn room!
Nice and clean!
Alright, so you guys are inside the mansion. I assume everybody's back.
Yes.
Yep.
You guys are back inside the mansion. You know, it's a lavish hall of decorations of red velvet couches and pillows with gold trim and draped red transparent curtains and a large gold table that seems so finely polished that it's shimmering like glass. And there's an abundance of food. Any kind of food that you can find in the physical realm is on this table. As I have stated before, there's no demon meat on this table, Maximus.
I figured this time. I wasn't going to ask.
So, yeah, Dwengar's visibly relaxed.
We decided to tell Dwengar what was going on.
Okay.
So I just basically related everything that had happened.
So your mother's Tasha, then?
It would appear so. Surprise!
I don't know how I feel about that.
If it helps, we're not very close.
Let me roll for it. Okay, yeah. As long as you, keep our, you know, I don't really, it's not that I don't like your mother, per se, it's just that, you know, we're not, there's certain people that like to take rather than negotiate, and not that she's like a bad person, but I think business-wise, it's not the best.
Dwengar, I grew up in a monastery and I just met her today. You don't have to mince your words.
Right, no, so yeah, she's horrible. She's not a very good business person. I just don't deal with those kind of people, right? So, if we could just keep it, did she see me? She saw me, didn't she?
Yeah, do that thing where you kind of like move your hand side to side.
Son of a bitch. Well, I don't know. Maybe, okay, OBS. I don't give a shit. It keeps like dinging at me. It's connected and disconnected and connected and disconnected. Christ. Yeah, that sucks. But she didn't stay and talk to me, which is nice. Maybe having you around is a good thing. Maybe, I don't know.
Well, if it helps, it does not run in the family.
Speaking of business, you guys had some items you wanted to procure. What items did you need exactly? I hope you guys fucking wrote this down.
Eh?
Thank you.
Wrote what down?
For the blood binding. That little ritual you guys wanted to do. The whole thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought you were talking about like the horn and shit.
What horn?
I didn't bring that up to him yet.
Never mind.
No, I don't think I was there for that conversation.
Yeah, we were in the library, and Professor Laura Shield, she read that book and told us what we need, and then Dwengar was like, I can get all that, and we were like, cool.
Yeah.
That did not make it into my notes. I apologize.
Yeah, so I think you guys said you needed grave moss.
Yeah, we need grave moss from a murdered person, bone dust of a vampire, blood from a celestial, blood from a devil, ritual script, and we have the keystones.
Right. Yeah, so, and then you guys said something, I think she said something about a severed eye and a left hand or something, right? Which I don't really know anybody in the business of that in particular. I could, between just us, I could get body parts for you. Don't ask me how, but as far as finding somebody that's gonna cut their own hand off and take out their own eye, yeah, I don't think that's gonna happen.
Well, Vingman took out his own eye.
Yeah,
I don't know if he wants to lose the other one, though.
I'm just saying there are people.
That's true.
Vin, don't say anything if you're willing to sacrifice your entire life for our mission.
We're not.
That sounds like consent to me.
Where?
Yeah.
Anyway, I mean, if it's just anybody's eye and anybody's hand,
No, it's from a magician.
Oh, it's from a magician?
Or magic user. It needs to be,
like a cultist.
Willingly given.
They have to be alive. Also,
Willingly
right?
given? God, these rituals.
Unless I completely misunderstood what I wrote down.
Well, she's got the writing right here, and I wrote it down myself, just in case, Anyways, yeah, it has to be willingly given by somebody. Can't be forcibly taken, of course. Yeah, the grave moss from a tombstone of someone who's been murdered, bone dust of a vampire, the freshly severed hand of somebody who's willing to give it, along with their eye, the blood of celestial, 3 keystones, devil blood, and the ritual script, which we have.
Huh.
Well, I just gotta find a guy or a lady that's willing to maim themselves.
Right, like I can get you guys all that other stuff, right? But what I can't get you is somebody who's willing to do it, right? Especially a magic user. I mean, what person's gonna, especially a magic user, is gonna be like, oh sure. I mean, unless you're giving them the eye and hand of Vecna, I don't think they're gonna be doing anything like that.
How much magic does it say the user has to be able? Just that they have the ability?
I don't know. She didn't say. She just said a magic user, like a wizard. I imagine it would have to be fairly powerful. Can't just get like a novice and be like, hey, stupid kid, come cut your shit off. I'm your master, do it. I don't know.
Damn.
I imagine for something of this height and this level, and I'm no scholar, but the way that she was reading it was some pretty powerful shit. And I don't think any powerful shit, if we're just thinking here, is going to accept something from some novice.
Well, I mean, he kind of works like magic.
I can fix things.
I can make a thorn whip.
Dwengar, I'm going to ask you a question, and I'm going to ask 2 questions in a very specific order.
Mm-hmm.
First of all, do you happen to have, like, a war horn sitting around or something?
Sitting
I figure
around?
I was trying to introduce myself properly to you as my potential future employer. My name is Max Volume, and I do like to live up to my name. If you have some sort of a horn or something that I could maybe procure from you, it doesn't have to be magical, just something loud.
Um, I don't really know. I guess he kind of gets up and he opens the door. I guess you could look in there. There's some horns in there.
All right, I'll just go look around.
When you step into the room, it's literally just a room full of fucking horns on the ground, like different various horns, like nothing too crazy. Give me an investigation check. Like they're nothing too crazy. They're just like a bunch of different like war horns over the years that he's collected.
I got an 18.
Okay, perfect. Yeah. One kind of stands out and catches your eye. I mean, granted, you kind of see the tip of the horn and it looks kind of bigger. You go over there and you kind of brush it. I mean, there's like piles of horns. And you kind of brush it aside because you see that they notice this.
My favorite room.
Yeah. And you kind of brush them aside and then you realize that there's a bunch of horns inside of a much larger horn. After you dump it out and get them all out, it's about the size of probably a good rucksack or a backpack. But yes, it is a huge fucking horn. It's got like some engravings around it that seem fairly ornate. It's got like a black leather strap on it, and it's got a leather bracer around the bottom portion to grip the horn. But it's fucking huge. So it might be a horn of a giant.
Well, that seems about right. I will take this, and then I will take a smaller horn as well, if I may.
Yeah.
I'll toss the smaller one to Ragnar.
Perfect. It can be whatever color you wish it to be, because there's every single kind of color of horn in there that you could probably think of that would come from any animal.
I don't particularly have a color in mind. I was just thinking of a horn.
Sweet, it's gray.
Yeah, that works.
Ragnar, he comes out and he tosses you a gray horn. Alright, well...
It's a surprise tool that we'll use later.
There's your horn.
Sorry about that.
That's,
Thank you, Dwengar.
I'm gonna get, that horn is considerably larger than the other ones. Let's say 5,000 gold and you can have it.
Can I give him one of the gems?
Okay, I think I'm gonna need another gem. And he kind of holds it up and looks at it with one eye.
I'll give him another gem.
Okay, yeah.
I don't carry much gold on me. I just found these.
Well, you know what? We'll take it out of your paycheck. I mean, it's fine. It's not a big
deal.
That
works.
Yeah, you gave me about 800 worth in gems.
I literally only have 20 gold that I found on the cultists. Keep in mind, I was recently in hell.
That's fine. Also, you guys, I mean, we kind of bunched it. Yeah, that's fine.
Thanks.
You could work it off. It's, I wasn't really using it, but it's worth something.
A little dusty, but
Yeah, I mean, it's still worth
Of course it's worth something.
Yeah.
You wouldn't have kept it if it wasn't.
Well, I think it was a gift. I just don't remember from who. Anyways, about these items, I don't know how much of a rush you guys are in for this. Maybe you guys don't want these items. But I'm sure I can procure something with a few messages from some old contacts. Or you can try to go find it yourself if you want. I'm just here to, if you need me.
Whatever you're able to get would be much appreciated.
Yeah.
Sure. Yeah. Let me send out a few messages, huh? I'll let you guys know by the end of the night, hopefully, huh? And he kind of disappears into a room, and before the door closes, you see him sit down at like this huge lavish desk, and he gets out this ridiculously large-sized quill, and then like inks it, and then lets it go, and it starts floating and writing by itself, and you kind of see him, talking, and kind of lean back in his chair, and a servant brings him a drink, and the door closes.
So if most the simple ingredients are taken care of, we'll still have to figure out the... And I just kind of like shake my hand.
Oh, I know. I think a total of 3 spells, 2 cantrips, but 1 spell and 2 cantrips is what I really need. I'll do it. I'm so magically affinitive. I'm the natural choice.
Won't it be hard to swing your hammer?
And Vinbin found another arm. We're gonna make you more thumbs eventually too, so.
I suppose that's a good point. Can it be a discount hand?
Discount hand? I don't know. I got
There's
money.
only 4 fingers.
A 5-finger discount?
Hey!
You guys hear a knock on the door.
Of the
yes,
of the mansion.
Yes.
Well, that's not ominous at all.
Dwengar, get the damn door. You got magic.
Dwengar is he's not in the same room.
I'll go take a look.
Fuck.
I'll approach.
Does he have a
the
peephole?
That's a great question. Is there a peephole?
No, there's not a peephole.
Does one manifest when one is requested?
I don't know. Is one requested?
I request a peephole.
All right, cool. So like the door goes translucent,
Fuck yes.
and you can like see through it like it's glass.
Oh, that's nifty. I hope they can't see in. I'm just gonna flip off whoever's on the other side.
There's nobody, but there is a small package parcel. There's a small parcel.
I flip off the parcel.
The parcel takes offense and walks away. no, the parcel.
Okay,
there's a small parcel.
Open the door.
Okay, you open the door. When you do open the door, you notice the opposite side of the door is not translucent. It has kept its form.
Oh, rad.
All right, there's a small parcel sitting in front of you, wrapped with string and brown paper.
Is there a name on it?
Vinbin.
All right, I'm gonna pick it up and I'm gonna carry it over to Vinbin. I think this might be yours.
Vinbin's not actually in the room. He kind of retired in a different room.
I was gonna talk to Vinbin and be such a jerk about it. I was gonna be like, "Oh, golly gee, thanks."
You close the door.
Should we just go through his mail? It
no,
seems
I
a little.
Take it out of Max's hands.
I'm just saying. It seems a little weird that a parcel would be delivered to Vinbin. He disappeared yesterday for 5 minutes, comes back with an arm, and refuses to say anything more about it. Literally makes every effort he can not to tell us anything about it. And then suddenly packages are arriving at a house that's not his.
Magic, man. It's a felony to go through someone else's mail.
Where?
I might fight demons, but I am not fighting the Federal Express.
Well, that's you. The feds haven't caught me yet.
Just demons.
I'm just saying, are you not curious what might be in this parcel?
Well, yeah, but I don't give me the...
I put it in my bag of holding.
I may be a criminal, but I know that's wrong.
None of you
not against our own.
I mean, when he takes every single effort to hide things from the party himself, I feel like he's already gone against the grain. I feel like this wasn't me starting things.
I mean, you gotta build trust. If we went
build trust. I've spent months with this man.
That's true.
I have fought alongside him on several occasions.
I say we wait. If we need to kill him, we can kill him. But
I never.
not
Jesus,
now.
dude! I never said anything about killing him. Christ. I just said I wanted to go through his fucking mail. I'm opening the package.
If he finds out,
2 minutes in the bag of holding.
He is probably going to try.
When did you take it from me, Libby?
When I said I took it from you.
Can you take it from me?
Give me a dexterity check versus his strength check. All right, Libby, you roll first since you are initiating the taking.
Well, fuck. All right, that's only a 7.
I got a non-natural 20.
Keroessa attempts to take it swiftly. You just bat her hand away without even looking at her. Stop it.
Like a cat trying to take stuff off a plate. All I'm saying is, I can put the package back together after I see what's in here.
So you open the package.
I wish.
Yeah, bro.
It would have been a real bro move for him to tell me where he got his fucking arm.
Bro.
I'm going to turn my back and I'm going to open the package.
Is not our bro.
You open the package, and I'm going to text you what's inside.
All right.
You better tell us what's inside.
I'm going to cover my ears in protest.
No, I'm just kidding. He hasn't sent the text yet.
Watch, it's an eye. He's just getting all the body parts back.
I'm gonna cast mending, and I'm going to replace the package the way that it was.
Okay, cool. So you cast mending, and it kind of unfurls, or it furls back into place, and it kind of ties itself and everything else like that.
What is it?
Nothing I give a shit about.
Well, what is it?
It's Bin's private property, and we're gonna respect his privacy.
Now you're gonna respect his privacy.
Oh, no.
Hey, you guys were all against him for it, but you guys.
Now we want to talk about privacy.
He's done the dirty deed, and now everybody's curious.
Why didn't you know?
Oh, what? So it's only bad when I'm curious, but everyone else is totally fine?
What?
I walk out of the room. You can tell Ragnar if you want.
She was totally right. It is an eye.
Oh, damn. Cool.
Except it's carved out of a gem, so I don't know how well you're going to be able to see out of it. But hey, at least our
magic is magic.
That's true. Yeah, he did get an arm that he still hasn't told us about. I'll hang on to this and I'll give it to him when I see fit.
I see what you did there.
That wasn't supposed to be a pun, but thank you for giving me more credit than I'm due.
Alright, so you put the parcel away, it kind of fits in your pocket. Yeah, what are you guys doing?
Well, I got everything I needed.
Just this massive war horn on your back?
A massive war horn and blackmail for Vinbin.
Yeah, I was like, I'm all good.
You guys give me an insight check with advantage. See if you
Should I do it since I left the room in disgust?
No, if you did not hear him tell you it, then yes, you would not roll. Everybody else.
Am I the one that's being incited?
Yes.
All right, cool. Good, because I rolled a 3. At advantage.
You believe yourself.
I fully believe myself. I always believe myself.
You said an insight check?
Yes, insight check.
I got an 18.
Okay.
I got a 9.
Okay. Cheshire, you believe he's telling the truth. You're like, okay, yeah, cool, whatever. Ragnar, you're kind of still a little weary of if he's actually telling the truth of what's inside the parcel as he puts it in his back pocket.
Ragnar, I feel like he's telling the truth.
Why would I lie to you guys? I'm not Vinbin.
I know. I'm just saying. I believe you.
I'm glad you believe me. I'm telling the truth. I'm not Vinbin. I have nothing to hide.
Dwengar kind of comes out and he's like, all right, well, I've sent some messages out. We got a few people working on a few things. A lot of them very excited that I'm still alive. So yeah, business is rolling as usual.
Well, that's good to know.
Yeah. So I should be getting some price points tonight on what this stuff is going to cost you guys. How goes the search for, my eye, my hand, for somebody doing that?
Haven't you been gone like 10 minutes?
Yeah, I work fast, and
we haven't left the room yet.
Oh wow.
We don't work quite as fast as you.
Okay, sure.
I'll do it if I need to.
Oh, I don't mean to offend Ragnar, but are you a magic user?
I know Thorn Whip, Resistance, and Cure Wounds. Thank you. I'm a veritable sorcerer.
I had no idea. Congratulations. That's really cool.
Yeah, Zach had to remind me.
I did.
Well, yeah, that might. I mean, it should if that works. I mean, granted, I could also, myself if I need to. I'm not quite as well versed in the weave, so it were lately. But
I don't know much magic, but I know a little. But I'm willing to do it for the world.
Yeah, saving the world is a real great thing. Hey, speaking of, if that doesn't work, Dwengar, do you have any idea of any powerful magic users that would want to save the world or any potential customers?
I do not. It's not really my thing. I'm not really in. The whole flesh game. It's kind of a business I stay out of. As much as I know people, but the majority of people that are willing to do this kind of thing, it's for money, right? It's not. So I think there might be a confliction, right? Of
Gotcha.
whether or not they actually want to do it. I don't know if the ritual would work. Like I said, I'm no wizard beyond that realm of darkness there. I don't really deal with these, but if I were to guess based off of my teachings and what I've learned over my time of living as a wizard, I don't think it has to be the willing, right? They're not like, oh, hey, give me gold, but I could be wrong.
I feel like you misinterpreted my subtlety. Which is something that I'm, of course, known for.
Right. Sure. Maybe. So you guys have
moving on because this conversation got incredibly awkward for me.
You and me both. I'm just trying to, hey, it's okay. Not a big deal. Do you have anybody in mind? Do you guys have anybody in mind?
Well, I don't believe any of us are powerful magic users. Well, I'm sure we could,
Besides myself, you don't know any other powerful magical users?
I do know one.
I'm the first wizard you guys have encountered?
That is not true. You've got to understand, it's been a while for me, so names come and go.
Right.
But I do remember saving a wizard at one point from the clutches of the abyss. Because that's a thing that I can do, I guess. I suppose we could go check and see if he's still alive.
It's Ignorsil. I'm not in the room, but it's Ignorsil who you're talking about.
Exactly.
Yeah. And it's actually pronounced Ingoril.
Ingoril. My bad.
I suppose
no, you're good.
I did leave him at the White Tower. I guess we could go to the White Tower and see if there's any survivors.
Yeah.
Specifically a powerful magic user that would want to see the end of the world be stopped.
Yeah, not my family or anything.
Do you guys want maybe an estimate or a guesstimate? I am pretty good at these kind of things when it comes to what these things might cost, or what they costed at least 70 years ago.
Yes. And also your idea as to where we could possibly get that much gold.
Yeah, so the grave moss is probably going to be your cheapest. It's going to be probably about 70 gold. Okay. Your bone dust from a vampire. Well, these things take time. They take a furnace. They take, so you're probably looking at about 2,000 gold. And the blood of celestial. Now that's a rarity. That's a rarity indeed. I could use some of my contacts. I could probably get you a discount for a cool 20,000 gold. Okay. Devil blood, a little bit more easily accessible. Okay. Devils like to do bids and hand out their blood like fucking water sometimes, but it's still going to cost you because, the whole devil price thing. And that's probably going to be around 15,000 for that. So yeah.
Dwengar, are you by chance some kind of dragon?
No. Why would you?
Because
why would you say? What?
There's got to be somewhere that you're keeping this gold.
The gold the gold that I have.
Well, yeah, I mean,
you're
a businessman. I can only assume that you're hoarding gold somewhere,
maybe.
Which I respect you for.
Yeah.
I'm just purely curious if you're secretly a dragon.
No.
If you're secretly a dragon, you are legally obligated to tell me.
I don't think that's a thing, but
God, I can't remember what it is. Somebody is supposed to tell me that there's something.
I'm flattered. I'm flattered you think I'm a dragon. No.
On a similar note, do you know of any dragon hordes that we could raid for said gold?
Even if I did, that's really bad business. I don't think I would be divulging any sort of dragon hordes. It's not really my gig is giving away locations of people I may or may not do business with. But more luck to you. I will get you weapons to do so if I can.
But here's the problem.
It's more neutral.
We need money for this.
Right.
Yes.
Absolutely.
This whole process is a business transaction.
It looks like, as of right now, probably about 47 to 48,000 gold. I mean, how much money do you guys have on you?
20.
Keroessa, where did she go? You want to come back in here and you kind of wherever you're at right now, you're suddenly standing in the main room.
I have my arms crossed and just a pout.
She's quite upset that you brought her here.
What's going on with her? No, she was like that before I brought her here.
No, it was definitely your fault, not mine. Definitely not mine in any way, any stretch of the imagination.
I don't believe you. No, I don't believe you. No. But I don't really care. I think that maybe... Anyways, so I'm asking these guys. We're going over... We need about 47 to 48,000 is my guesstimate. How much gold do you guys have on you? In total?
I have 415 total on me.
Alright, 415 gold. And what about... You have 20 gold on you, Max?
They don't exactly pay us in the abyssal prison.
Right.
I suppose if I needed to, I could go back and try to find some.
Keroessa,
but I don't think anybody wants that.
How much gold do you have?
I'm trying to find all the magic items that we got from when we did the White Castle.
You could ask your mama.
Well, Ragnar, how much do you have on you?
Well, of disposable income, I have about $2,000.
Disposable income, $2,000. Saving the world. It does not include disposable income. 2,000.
I am acting under the assumption that the world will be saved after.
2,435 gold. Okay. 2,435 gold. Keroessa. How much gold do you have on you? Not really items, because those are really negotiable. And if somebody even wants them, we're talking about definitive gold here. And he kind of has a servant next to him, with a long scroll of paper, writing down the numbers and stuff.
While I'm looking through my notes, Keroessa is digging through her bag and just pulling shit out looking for gold.
fucking Dwengar is trying to be patient, but you can kind of tell that he's kind of like, wow, like despite Dwengar and who he is, you know that he's a very organized man when it comes to business. All right.
In my defense, I'm a monk. We don't do the whole money thing very well.
That's understandable. I'm not judging. And then he, like, when you're looking back in your back, he looks over at Max like, holy shit. And then looks back at you.
Do you understand why I was asking you these questions?
No. I'm sorry. I'm lost. What?
The questions regarding where the hell we're supposed to get that much money.
Yeah, no, I'm kind of, the picture is painted. So, which is fine. Okay, we can look at taking out loans. We can look at your guys' rates as far as, so who do you guys usually bank with, or do you guys
Hold on a second. I think I know someone that might be able to help us with that.
Dwengar's face kind of, his eyes get all big and his mouth kind of hangs open. Okay, I like it. The light bulb.
Are friends with the King of the Burning Bay. That might help.
That's a plus.
That is a thing.
That's a plus, very much.
So we've got the wizard that I literally dragged out of hell that all of you left for dead.
Okay.
Just pointing that out there.
I'm
I also left you for dead, and that didn't work.
Yeah, you also left me for dead, but that's okay. The Abyss couldn't
Came back
take
to
me
go
the
through
first.
mail.
Couldn't. Yeah. No, that was the first time. We have friends in the Burning Bay.
I'm not I ain't gonna crawl into a fucking portal to hell that homie says don't go in, and then you go in.
I didn't hear that. I wasn't a part of that conversation.
Yeah.
Conversations that don't include me are none of my business. I'm sorry to say.
You guys, no offense, maybe it's your guys' custom. I'm super curious. Well, it's just I have a question. With you guys seem to butt heads a lot, like all of you, like somehow.
That's what friends do.
How did you get? I'm just trying to figure out the dynamics of how you all survived so long. You guys are good at what you do. Okay, that's fine. We're off topic anyways. We're severely off topic. So, yes, we have a king of the Burning Bay. That's good. That's good. He's got lots of money, I'm sure. And we have a wizard.
Destroyed kingdom.
Oh.
And a wizard who may or may not be dead.
That's right, the Burning Bay. I was going to go there for a little bit of R&R, but yeah, Flaming Fist is there, I think is what was said.
Oh yeah, and those guys. I'm sure they've got money somewhere.
Yeah. Alright, so how do we contact said king, right? And how do we get a hold of the wizard? Is a wizard, do you know where he lives? Do you know where his house is?
No. I remember where I left him, and the last I saw of the area that I left him was that he was
perfect.
Dead.
Perfect. Maybe you guys can go there, search that out. And that would be Burning Bay? Or...
The White Tower, I think. Right?
Well, it depends on what we want to get first. If we want to get the money first, or if we want to get...
We could probably go to the White Tower and send a message to the Burning Bay. Kind of like...
Yeah, I don't want to actually show up. Get killed by the Flaming Fist. Yeah.
From what I
we didn't ask how many that gets killed either, so who knows how many are actually after us.
From what I saw from the library, it seemed like the small platoon of gift soldiers was able to dispatch the Flaming Fist quite well. I'm not saying I'm planning on taking on an army, however, if it comes to it, and I'm just kind of like weighing my options with my hands here.
Right.
I found my gold. It's 8,500 G.
Okay, perfect. So we got 8,500. Put that in there. Let's see here.
So we have almost 9,000 gold between all of them.
fine. I have a total of 8,800, so add 6,800 to that.
Well,
okay.
When it comes to saving the world, you don't consider that disposable income?
So we're looking at, look.
Well, I wanted to make armor for Onion.
This is good. 18,135 gold. Okay?
Okay, that cuts costs and what we need to actually acquire considerably.
Right. I mean, you know, it's you'll get the vampire dust, you'll get the grave moss, and you'll be able to partially pay for some devil blood.
Dwengar, how hard is it to make vampire dust?
I don't know. I'm not really chemistry really wasn't my thing.
Don't you just need to like torch the bones until they're ash?
I think you're just supposed to, as far as what I know from.
Or could you just actually pound it into dust?
Don't they just turn to ash when you kill them the right way?
Well, see, and you would think that they would, but from the clerics and stuff that I've talked to, in order to turn them into an ash, they actually need to be hit with radiant damage. Or need to be hit.
And murdered people are probably a part of public record. We could go to any graveyard.
And
I imagine that it wouldn't be very hard to find the grave dust and or a vampire, since we've had quite a few run-ins with vampires over the years.
Oh yeah, and you know, or they need to be hit with some sort of sunlight, I assume. But I was told by a cleric that radiant damage is what turns them to the pure dust, and or they need to be touched with sunlight. A stake in the heart, I guess they kind of remain and decompose as is.
So if we staked its heart, we could just remove a bone, turn it to dust, but through use of either powdering or by burning.
Yeah, I mean, you could. Well, I mean, if you removed a bone after you killed a vampire, technically you'd be able to use radiant damage on the bone or put it in sunlight. Maybe you could accumulate some ash.
All right, we're cutting costs here. That's good.
All right, so that's what? That's about 2,075 or so. Yeah, 2,070, 2,075 that you cut.
I think you might be adding gold on here, because I wrote down what you said.
But they're guesstimates, you know, I mean...
70,
75, 2,000, 2,500. It's within those ranges, I'm sure.
And Ragnar should get a discount just for getting you out of the crystal. There should be a decrystal.
So we already discussed this, right?
That sounds like a...
We already discussed this, right? I paid you the gold and it was bygones, right? So if we're going to keep bringing these favors up, then maybe you guys don't need to use my discount towards my contacts. Maybe you should just pay full price.
Yeah, personally, I kind of like the prices that we're at, because, I mean...
Samesies.
Fair.
Good.
Anyway... Well, I suppose we should shove off on our mission to save the world.
Agree.
Alright, gang. Where do we want to go first? Burning Bay to talk to King Yazid, or do we want to head to the White Tower?
We should send a message. Or at least if Dwengar, you could get us to the... Like, invisibly. Like, not seen by the Flaming Fist.
Well, maybe.
We should probably go to the White Tower, since I'm sure you want to see your family. We can see if we can get...
Yes, I do.
What happened to your family?
Well, White Tower got sacked by the...
That's disturbing.
The army followed us away.
Right. So, yeah, if you guys want to go to the White Tower, surely, completely up to you. How are we going to get a hold of your, this king of the Burning Bay?
Well, maybe we can send it by post. And I want to shoot Max a dirty look in the meantime.
I'm sorry, I don't quite understand the backhanded meaning of the statement that you just gave. What's wrong with the post?
Keroessa just kind of like narrows her eyes.
I don't know why you're looking at me like that.
Like messenger birds or something?
Oh yeah, yep.
Maybe.
Yep, they take them to various places. They drop them off, then mostly Goblin can deliver them, and yeah.
Got any way we can get one to the Burning Bay?
Oh sure, yeah. Yeah, for about 2 gold, we should be able to get you guys a message to the Burning Bay. What message would you?
All right.
What would you like?
Yeah.
And where?
I'll look over at the other people. Like, how do you think we should word this?
Hey, buddy. That's usually a good start.
Well, maybe Your Highness.
Did we happen to leave any spare change when we were helping you save the town?
Particularly 40,000 of it.
We could probably. Let's ask if Rakashad would meet us somewhere. That might be the best.
You know, here's my concern with using post into a currently hostily occupied city. Who's to say that the messages don't get intercepted, and in fact we just inform the Flaming Fist of where we are?
Well, the Flaming Fist isn't, like, in charge of the city. They're just mercenaries help cleaning it out. I mean, it's not an invasion.
It felt like an occupation to me.
It felt like an occupation. It certainly seemed like they were occupying the city as a hostile force.
Well, you don't know nothing about that, Max.
What do you mean I don't know nothing about that?
You weren't there.
I was there when I saw the Flaming Fist tell you that they were taking the professor in.
Yeah, but you didn't see him at the city, though.
And when they died.
But you didn't see him at the city.
I've gathered the information through the conversations that we have had.
So, you guys all hear a voice saying, tell Mahaver Wolfbane needs some money.
Oh, shit.
That's you, Keroessa.
No, you all heard it.
Oh, we all heard it?
Yes, you guys all heard it.
Oh, that's
what
concerning.
The hell?
But it seems to be emanating from Keroessa.
Wait a second. Bingrok, is that you?
Pull out my pocket stone.
How you doing, old friend?
Hey, buddy, I was wondering where you went.
I had to abandon you. I'm sorry I can't spend time in hell again.
Do you want to come back now, or, like, you know, no hard feelings type of thing?
I'm good. I can...
You bastard.
I can hop around as I please.
Well, I've missed our conversation.
I've definitely missed it as well. I definitely need this to get rolling, though.
Yeah, for sure. Keroessa, that guy in the stone that you've got in your pocket, he's one of the people that helped me get out of hell the first time.
The name's Bingrok Witchslayer.
It did not stick.
So
well, yeah, it's because the second time he abandoned me. He figured that you were a better carrier, as it were, because you weren't constantly going to the abyss.
Well,
which seems to be a pretty regular occurrence for me at this point.
Don't take it personally. I've abandoned.
Of course not.
I abandoned the wizard, and I had to abandon you and many before you two.
But yeah, but you told me that the wizard smelled bad or something, didn't you?
Yeah, it was awful. Fucking pockets. It takes a considerable amount of energy for me to switch those, and I'm growing thin.
So yeah, we'll tell Mahaver, the Inquisitor, that Wolfbane needs money.
Yeah, he'll know who it is.
All right. If you ever want to have a chat, just let me know.
Yeah, absolutely.
So
I'll give
then
him
a message
You want me
needs to
to
be
give
sent
you
to the
back to
oldest
Max?
Inquisition.
I could just hand you over. I mean, you don't have to do the magic cop thing.
Yeah, but then if I lose him, he goes back to your pocket. It's a whole thing.
I bind myself to a person. It's almost like a curse. So you could throw me in a pond, which has happened. Tomorrow, you'll wake up and I'll be in your pocket again. You could throw me
You
in
could
the
literally
fireplace.
drag him. You could drag him to hell, and he'll still be there.
Okay, so like table talk. So I don't think Keroessa would do this, but like we could try to sell him as a scam. All I'm saying is we need some quick.
Max wouldn't let you. Max legitimately
that's right.
will
I'm gonna
not
go
let
through
you.
people's mail.
Well, yeah, but there's a little bit of a difference between somebody lying to my face and you trying to sell one of my friends.
But then he would return.
Come back.
He would return back to her pocket, though. You see what she's
Like,
doing?
Yeah, but
that's
it's
the scam.
the principle. It's the principle of it.
It's like fairies enchanting leaves to look like money. It's the same.
Yeah, but if I tried to sell one of your monk sisters, then I'm the bad guy.
If she could get back by herself. Good job.
That's true. So basically, you'd be scamming somebody into doing that. Although Keroessa...
And what happens if they identify? What happens if they identify the stone?
Keroessa didn't say this. This was table talk.
Right, but honestly, Keroessa might be doing something like that now that she understands that she's a witch's daughter, a very powerful witch's daughter. She comes from a line of witches. She's very, very, very many souls, and she's also the daughter of the demon god of pleasure. So, despite the fact that she grew up in a certain way, there might be certain mannerisms that change or bleed through due to her bloodline.
All I'm saying is,
if I
it pleasures me to go through people's mail. If it pleasures you to sell my friend, I'm gonna have a problem.
Honestly, Keroessa, I would roll for it if I was you. To whether or not Keroessa would have a moment like that, you could use the 1d4 as your template.
I think she's like actively pissed off because she's worked so hard to be a good person,
right?
And just like her family's a bunch of dicks,
right? Yep. And she's just a melting pot of souls.
She's tried so fucking hard. It's like, no, I'm a good person. That's why she went out adventuring to prove that tieflings weren't shit. And yet,
here we are. But yeah, if I was you, I would roll for stuff like that. I'd have you roll if you were conflicted about a decision on whether or not Keroessa would make it. I would roll it every now and again. A 1 and 2 means a yes. A 3 and 4 mean a no. On a 1d4 of whether or not she would have one of her moments. You can even roll that at disadvantage.
A lapse in judgment.
Yeah,
perhaps.
That might actually be fun.
Yeah, because you can even roll it at advantage or disadvantage depending, like how bad it is. You know. Or
I mean, character development like that is super fun.
Yeah, no, that's the
like
whole
Max
point.
Is real pissed off at Nike.
Yeah. And I think next time we're gonna have a little bit of show and tell for Max's story. So it's gonna be.
Fuck yes!
It's gonna be fucking awesome. And it'll, if not, you guys are going back to the White Tower, which is progressing Ragnar's story as well. So we might have a combination of the two.
Hell yeah!
But yeah, it's something to think about. I think if you told Bingrok that idea, he would be like, whatever's fastest. Either send the message out to Mahaver, or go sell me to some merchant, and I'll talk his ear off. And tell him, maybe like he'd say, yeah, they've got, 16 gold in their pocket if you do this or whatever. He'll start divulging secrets to make it more appealing. Plenty of persuasion checks though. But yeah, I think that's where we'll end it, guys. If you guys want to come up with a plan on whether or not you want to go to the Burning Bay, or if you want Dwengar just to send the message out to Mahaver, or if you guys want to go straight to the White Tower.
Super duper.
But Dwengar, I think as of right now, you guys did ask him to send a message to Mahaver, so that's what he's doing.
All right, sounds good.
Sweet.
Hell yes.
All right,
that was super cool. I like that.
So we won't be doing it next week on Sunday, but we'll be doing it the week after, which will be the 31st.
Cool.
All right, guys.
I'm going to the Renaissance that day. The 31st is Pirate Invasion.
Okay.
And yeah.
Okay.
Oh, thank you for reminding me, Matt. I'll talk to my boss.
You know,
But
I actually think that I have some friends going to the Pirate Invasion as well.
Because I might, if you are
you
still
do
inviting
me, bitch.
Yeah. And possibly me if I can get it
some
off.
other friends.
You're not allowed to have other friends.
So that would be August 7th then. That we would be coming back to it.
Okay, cool. And I just want to let you guys know my child will be due around like the end of August, so
Okay.
probably.
Because we could do the 7th and then the 14th.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I think the due date's around the 25th to 27th.
Okay.
Awesome.
Yeah, sweet. Because if we don't do it next weekend and we don't do it the weekend after that, it'll be the 7th and the 14th. And then we wouldn't come back until the 28th again. But, you know, I think as it goes, you guys have, well, depending on how fast you guys want to move this along, you guys got probably about 2 sessions. Maybe 3, depending on how the certain things go. But, yeah.
Nice.
Sweet.
Yeah.
All right,
Good
cool.
game.
So the 7th and 14th is good for everybody?
Yes, believe
Indeed,
so.
indeed.
I'll let you guys know
All right.
if anything changes.
All right, sweet. Laters, mate. Good game, guys.
Laters, yeah.
Bye.
Bye,
Later,
bye,
everybody.
bye.